Hello everyone, and today I'll be reading Venti Listener by me. So let's get into it. Venti, I need you right now. Please. Lion, this is very sudden. I didn't expect you to show up right now. Besides, last time you said you'd be busy, so what brought you all of a sudden? Is what Venti says when you show up at his home. Things have been rather difficult for you. A lot of work, a lot of obligations, and you and Vinci have not been able to meet up much as you'd want. But it's not that he didn't want you around. He just knows that abrupt changes in your plans usually mean something that's not very good, which is why he asks you in the first place. Lion, please tell me, is it going to be something questionable again? Probably, but you're Vinci, and you usually do questionable things. Hey, why are you saying that about me? He says, pouting. But it's more of a fake pout, really, because he does know that he does questionable things sometimes. He loves you dearly, and you know him very well, so your judgment of him is not actually wrong in any way. And that's how you end up sitting on his couch, wondering just when your life went wrong. You really did not want to do any of this. In fact, you would rather not go to that wedding of your friends at all, because you did not like those people. They were more your colleagues at work than your real friends. But you had to go if you did not want to mess up your work relationships. It just so. It felt so painful the way she talked to you. They were all married now, and they would definitely make fun of you, which is why you wanted to bring him to your wedding, not as your boyfriend, but your husband, which made this more complicated because it meant that you wanted to get married, and you've not been telling him that. Would this be like proposing? So many questions popped up in your head, and you had no idea how to go on about them. But something in your heart knew that Venti would understand. And that's why you knew that despite how absurd the situation was, you'd be able to get the picture straight to him, and he would be able to understand you well. That was Venti after all, the love of your life that you've chosen, the one who would always understand you when all else failed. Venti, listen, I I need to go to a wedding, and I need you to come with me. Oh, so it's that easy? Then what's wrong? Why are you acting like we're just going to do something very dangerous, Ryan? We're not doing anything dangerous. Well, I can tell, but what's going to happen then? You know how we talked about marriage? And how we said it would be way later? Yeah? And you wanted that, didn't you? I do. I still do. But just for the duration of you meeting those people, I want us to be a married couple. What? So we're going to get married? No, Venti. Oh, I I get it now. Your wording is very weird, Ryan. But also, why are you going so far? Do you have to go in with a husband or something? No, that's not it. I don't want them making fun of me. They're all married now. And they're certainly going to be mocking me and my relationship with you. They don't think that I'm serious about this, or that you are, and they keep saying things and I don't like them. Then they're not your friends. Well, they aren't, really. We're colleagues. So it's for formal purposes. You know how things go. I know, work can be so exhausting. He mumbled, wrapping his arms around you and giving you a soft kiss. And he seemed to be thinking this over for a little bit, and just when you were so worried that he'd be saying no, he ended up kissing you again. Alright then let's get to work. I need a suit, Ryan. I'm not doing this without one. Oh, Venti, I love you, you said, feeling like you were rescued. He was your hero, your savior. He was everything you've ever wanted. Thank you, really, he murmured, kissing him sweetly. Don't worry about it, Mayan. And that's how it all went. Before the two of you headed to the party, your friend Shirley tried to make her own comments until she saw Venti with you. And this is Venti, my husband. You said you were quite nervous yourself, and you expected all of this to fail and for you to be embarrassed forever and never want to go to work again. Until Venti chimed in with a soft kiss on your cheek and then waved at the ladies. Hello there. I was quite busy, but Mayan told me that I had to come. And I had to because I'd never make her sad, he said, wrapping an arm around your waist. And he blushed brightly because he was acting so. He had no idea he could be like this in outings. Usually he'd be more the playful type. But now, he was being so charming, so lovely. And it was a side of him you'd never seen. And the rest of the night? It spent like that. With him just doting on you, spoiling you in front of everyone, and showing them that you're a couple through and through, and there is not a single lie about that. You definitely did act married. You didn't know what that would be. But to them, you passed quite clearly. And at the end of the day, as the two of you walked home, he was smiling. Mayan, being your husband isn't so different from being your boyfriend. So if you'd want an upgrade, I really wouldn't mind. You wouldn't? Of course not. I mean, I wanted to try it out for a little bit today. I think it's very wonderful. And I'd much rather be called your husband anyway. And I would much rather be your wife, Venti, you said, smiling as you gave him a kiss on the cheek, continuing your way back home, with now a lot of more plans in your mind. And you certainly asked him to propose properly, because this is not going to be your proposal. You want something a lot more than that.